everybody. This kid was the most enthusiastic. Good work, kid. I know what you're all thinking. I have made an appearance change, and I did get a haircut. Thank you for noticing. Is everybody ready for a story? Very good. Shout out the name of your favorite stories. Deadpool, and was that ZZ versus a vampire? Oh, DC, we don't talk about that here. You get out of here there, little Robin. All right. Well, all of your suggestions were either Deadpool, which is unoriginal, or a DC comic story, and I'm not going to do any of those. So, what we're going to do today is a beloved fairy tale that we already have the rights for, so we're not going to get sued. This story is Cinderpool. You're not allowed to cheer, DC. That was really good. I was very surprised. Wow. Cinderpool lived in a big enchanted mansion with her step professor and step mutants. The biggest of those step mutants, Colossus, was always making up silly rules around the house, like don't put your initials on other people's leftovers in the fridge, and for the love of Feige, would you stop hanging your underwear from the ceiling fan? What is wrong with you? Have you no... Anyway, the other main mutant, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, who I guess has 12 fans here, she was always texting and rolling her eyes. She was so Gen Z. And apparently there's one of those too. One day, an expendable and non-union extra went running in front of the mansion screaming. King Thanos was going to have the biggest battle of Phase 3. That's right. And we all know that was the last good phase. Yeah. Cinderpool desperately wanted to go to the battle, but Kobasa said,
"No. It is too dangerous, and you are not a good part of a team."
Then Cinderpool gets his costume ripped apart by the big meanie, and Negasonic blasts it to pieces with her mind powers. It's great, thanks. Honestly, Negasonic is so cool. She's so Gen Z. She's so on fleek, no cap Sigma. Cinderpool was distraught, vulnerable and exposed as he stumbled out onto the mansion grounds. But then he looked up and saw, beginning to form, a magical golden sparkle circle. I'm glad you guys are big fans of this. Woo! What? You ruined your cue. You came too early.
Shut up.
Okay, fine. Okay, anyway, this is Cinderpool's fairy hairy god mutant Wolverine. They like you.
I know.
Oh, fairy god mutant Wolverine! I desperately want to go to the big battle, but my mean step mutants destroyed my costume.
Shut up.
He said lovingly.
What?
I'm doing a story for everybody. You know, my costume's destroyed. I can't go to the battle without it. You're my fairy god mutant. Do something with a stick and a pumpkin.
Yeah, that's great. That's fine. Just get another one and maybe lose a sweater.
Fine. Well, with that wonderful and somewhat Australian life advice, Cinderpool went to the wardrobe department, grabbed a new, freshly laundered costume, and headed to the big battle. Cinderpool was late because he had to make a pit stop and interrupt tomorrow at T23. He wasn't a big fan of it. But when he got there, the Avengers were winning. Captain America looked so good in those pants. Cinderpool looked for the fairy god mutant Wolverine, who was...
I can't do this anymore. I'm going to the Pims.
Really? Make sure you get the milk. He's not gonna come back with the milk. It's fine. We don't own the rights to him at this point anyway. Cinderpool noticed, as he surveyed the field, that on the stairs of the alien ship was a single glove. Cinderpool went over, picked that glove up, waved at the nice camera. Hi there. It was beautiful. Golden, encrusted with colorful jewels. There were 6 of them, not that it matters. He said, I wonder who this fits. And put it on. After some buzzing, whirring, and clicking, it was a perfect fit. At that point, all the Avengers look over and start screaming at him to take it off. But you can't hear anything over Tony Stark, who's just going, no! This is my sacrificial moment! I don't want to be Tony Stark anymore! If I have to come back, I'll be doomed! Doomed! Half of you don't get the joke, it's fine. And then all together the Avengers scream, whatever you do, do not snap! So you know what Cinderpool does. Don't ruin it. Yeah, he snaps. He snaps over and over, both physically and mentally. There's people disappearing, reappearing. Dogs are falling out of the sky. Everybody's crying. Tony Stark said, I love you like 3,000 times. It was very expensive for the VFX department. But eventually, Cinderpool stopped. Everybody was back. And Cinderpool had saved the universe. Avengers tackle Cinderpool to the ground, rip the glove right off of his hand, and blah, blah, blah. Years later, they remake the film. They CG Tony Stark's head onto my beautiful body. He gets to be the hero, and it goes on to become the most profitable film in the Feige universe, the FCU. But it's okay, because Cinderpool went on to start his own film franchise, which will break box office records. Yeah! Then they had to invite Cinderpool back to the Avengers Endgame 2, Electric Boogaloo. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the real story of the Endgame. Did this start as a Cinderella riff? That's fine. I'm sure we all enjoyed what we had. Thank you all so much for joining me for this story. I look forward to seeing you all again at a wonderful story time with Deadpool. Thank you all so much. You're great. Everybody here was so good except for Robin. Don't bring your DC here. Okay, bye.